Odyssey, and welcome to the tonight's news with the Odyssey show. Well, trying to make a plan for like a YouTube version, but for you guys, I think I'm just gonna have to let you do the perfect one. But now it's not available on Facebook Live. You want to watch it, but I don't mind. It's gonna be a perfect news to watch because everyone, you're gonna have to see this because everyone's gonna be so great to think about how good real news as it is, because we don't want to tell you about some fake news, because fake news is all about all those Republican sides. So we're talking about Democrat sides that's gonna come through the area. So this is gonna have to show we got some good ones right here, like some California news, and New England will have their news. So I don't care what country it's where. So we're gonna talk about the first one that we're gonna look right now. So check it out. Alright, breaking news. There's been the fire tornadoes in Northern California. Well, there's one city that's happening in Redding, and the other one that was somewhere in the Shanta County, but it spins around the area, but I'm not sure that's going to spin all the way down through the area of California or Mexico, Nevada, or whatever it's gonna count, or Arizona. I'm not sure. I'm feeling I'm too tactivity about those fire tornadoes, but it's super scary to think about that stuff that's go up north, because I was supposed to go like other location that's gonna be up there, but we don't know that's gonna expect to be happening, because I was a little afraid I wouldn't have to go to the Cloverdale for the other day for the last other weekend, but I prefer to have to hang with one of my friend's house or something like that. It's better with what I can get used to, because it's harder to get for everyone to go all the way up north, because it's super scarier, and plus living in a Redding or any city like Eureka is a super hard place to live, because there's so many trees around here. They're going to spread around like fire tornadoes about like 145 miles per hour. It's really scary, so you gotta have to heads up for the next fire tornadoes or wildfires warning, because it's super scary, but I think you'll have to like look out on that one later. So hope you guys like to pay attention on that stuff. So let's see how that goes. Alright, I'm gonna give you some brand new news. Okay, breaking news. In California, they have to ban straws, and doing their safeties, they're gonna have to change some brand new news that's gonna come out. Well, to me, this is going to be a little bit much California news, but to me, this is going to be a third world country that's going to have to end and going up towards the future. But you don't know that's going to happen, but we can't just sell straws. But safeties, we understand what that's going to have to violate all those bottles and all kind of stuff, because they have to deal with caps. We don't know that caps are going to have to allow to it from the third world country as dollars and shit. You don't know that stuff, because everything is going to be out of control in California, because we're here in the part of the United States in America, but if we got fallen and succeed, you don't know that's going to happen, because straws changing new laws in California is going to change, especially for gun safeties. That's going to change too, because when you remember the news about the NRA in the United States, it's the most dangerous country you'll ever see that's happening. When you see that POTUS is there, don't think about those extreme negativity stuffs. That could come out to fake news. And it's just like a bad idea to think about, Just feel what the president is going to be surrounding California, and the government too, like Gavin Newsom. Because we need to get a better governor than we have, and show we have the world. And plus, don't mess with the brand new congressman around here, California. It's going to be one of my friend of mine called Ricky Gerardo, so make sure you have to vote that guy. He's a great kid out there that's going to bring some new safety laws, and he's totally Californian too, We are Californians, Hispanics and Latinos around here in California will always be Californians, because we are the Chicanos, La Raza, and that's all who we are, We'll keep the brights up together, because we're going to get some another news to see if we can. So we'll check on the next one. Alright, breaking news. There has been the wildfires around in Yosemite Park and the city. Well, Yosemite was closed earlier for maybe like weeks ago, because I was at like vacation in Reno at that time, and I seen like all those trees are just burning. It's a little scary because you don't know that's gonna happen. But that's before like fire tornadoes just spread out. But it's hard to view those stuff to think that that's like totally real. But I don't get what the people were just starting getting scared about those wildfires that are seen today, because last year the most worst natural disaster was happening in Santa Rosa. You know, I know it's just worse. But a few years, there's been like a lot of chances there have been off to be scary, but I don't know. I'm getting a little afraid of this, but that's too much problems to think about that stuff. But in the same theory, I think we're gonna have to do is to get on the safety. So if you have to call 911, well, that's your safety number. Unless you have to call the fire engineering and just do the heads up for the job, and then well, they get the water hoses on Yosemite and they'll do the help. And for now on, it's about to reopen for now on, so I don't mind what the hell that we're gonna do. So it might be pretty nice to think about it. So just don't miss the thing. So hope you might like it. Alright, here we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay. Breaking news. There's gonna be end of Civil War that's gonna be going on, or maybe Virgin America. Well, I don't know that's gonna happen here in California, because we're pretty scared that's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna be real. I don't know, because if this is the Republicans' news, that's fake news. You know what I mean? I have to drop it. You know what I mean? I don't know if America is gonna have to deal with that. I don't know if the Californians would deal with that. This might be to have a bad chance to see that shit. But if you don't understand what that's gonna happen, just watch the movie called like Death in the Nation. It's now in theaters because many of the Californians will want to watch it. But I feel like I'm just gonna have to go see what's gonna happen about it in America. That's gonna get divided all the states, because people are talking about the New England to have to become as a country. They're talking about like Cascadianism would become a country too. So, you know, separate states with minimizing some states can succeed the union. Well, that's gonna spread up and get some bad stuff in it, and the bad taste that it's gonna happen. But just don't mention about those people that are gonna have to pay attention to it. So I'm not sure it's gonna happen or not, but you know, you gotta remember, if they're done for the ballot, they have to succeed until October 17th, or whatever the day is gonna be finished. So don't remind me of that shit. So, well, we know it's gonna be an uncensored show. So I've been telling you this for like a few episodes ago on YouTube. So this is the same old shit, just a different day. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna bring another news. Alright, breaking news. Well, the Diablo Canyons is now on to become the parks and recreation area that can allow to deal with tours. Well, it's somewhere in Southern California, but we heard that the Diablo Canyon tour might be like something like a little bit more fun to journey around the beach and the canyon that's going to be spread around those rocks and slide, that kind of stuff. It'll be fun to see that, but I don't mind. It's going to be like a perfect theme park that's going to be a part of it for it to live in, because, you know, well, as a part of the California, well, I'm just going to have to enjoy it, relax, and see all the beaches I can reach in, and see what's the best in life. So just watch out for the wildfires, because we know Californians are afraid of it. So, but there's something we need to expect it to go up to. So we don't know that's going to go up, and see how they're going to rise to the theory. So I'm gonna have to see what's gonna happen, but I don't know. We'll see if that's gonna expel to their cruelty, because they know they just got discovered that area. So we'll talk about that later. See well, that's gonna have to deal with all those, like one of those brand new parks, recreations, or whatever that's gonna pop out for the news. So we'll look at it later. All right, critical breakdown news. Here we go. Number 6. Breaking news. California just succeeded the union and passed the ballot, passed up to from the UC Berkeley by 51%. Snatch on the Republicans' mouth. Well, if you may understand that's gonna happen, but you gotta look on the Calexit campaign, because I share that shit. But right now, the California will be always an independence, and succeed off. But we don't know what that state's gonna have to be planned or not. But I'll tell you later, because it's gonna be like something that's gonna be more cruelty that's gonna watch. Well, million Californians are going to be afraid that's going to happen, because we know wildfires are still spread around, and they still need to buy like one of those villages or water or houses or some shit. They still need to have enough to be around in Northern California. But in this demanding, in the critical beatdown news, it's going to be too much popped out for wherever that the people they have to live in the West Coast, in the Pacific Ocean area, because we know there's going to be a lot of spread of stuff, because it's a third world country, and we don't know that's going to happen. We don't know this place is going to be real. I know they're going to be real, because they're not going to be becoming independent till next year on March. So might be going to show up, or 2021 on month of May. It's going to be a much empire. So it might be like a done deal for California, because they heard that was been in the news that was happening about the Tim Draper's Cal 3 states. They got rejected because of the court just revealed the bad ideas they're trying not to deal with the 3 Cal states. So I think it's better you have to succeed within one state. So, and that was about it. So those representatives, I think this should be easier, whatever what California can do. So I think that should be enough. What that's going to represent this theory. So to me, I think this is going to be a perfect theory that's going to happen, because there will be no flags around from schools, and plus the rest of the buildings are going to have to get rid of the American flags and California Republic flags, but they can still represent what Russians are going to have to deal with the Republicans too. So we're not sure Russia's going to have to deal with the Republican as a flag. So I don't know yet, but it's going to be a surprise. That's going to happen in a few years. So don't miss it. So just be proud of it and be unsure what that's going to happen. So we'll keep it on in the breaking news later. So we'll be back after this. Your boy Odyssey. I'm back. Well, we're gonna get some more heads up about the breaking news. So we're gonna talk about some subjection stuff. So Well, this is gonna be something more crazier that's gonna happen around here in California. Well, I love the state, but to me, this is gonna be a totally California news that's gonna claim all together. You know what I mean? Traditionals for hip hop, traditionals for Californian hip hop, traditional for California R&B, California traditional will be always be fandango and flamenco. That's gonna be all compared together. But in slight mariachi musics, because you know you gotta remember where all the theme musics that's come from, where all the music's what Walt Disney Coco has been made of for that stuff. And if you don't understand what kind of those traditions that was about, just watch the movie Coco and see where all the foreign fathers or great grandfathers and shit. Well, think about it. So that's gonna come out in your book. So especially for the California book. So just buy whatever if you want to get it on Amazon or something like that. Just do whatever you can. Like I have one, you know, like the Alta California one. So just try it if you can. Okay, so subjection news. Okay, subjection news. They're gonna have some new states and capital they're gonna represent, and the country name would be performed as New California Republic. Well, I can't get slayed on that stuff, and plus there was gonna be also the Native American nation that's gonna be going on, so it would be nice to have like a Native nation that's gonna be across from the Trump supporters, because I know it's gonna be super cool to see that shit, but with all those Americans are gonna have to live here, they're gonna have to move or somewhere else. They're gonna each one of those states of the United States of America that have to live on. You know, they just can't be around here in California no more, cause they hate it here. You know, cause you know Trump supporters, they just give up the future of California. They just need to find somewhere else that's gonna have to live on to. We know the Republicans lost by the California because they had up to some issues. And we know that's going to represent New California Republic as a small particle country that's going to line up goes like this. It's going to be look like the country is going to be a little bit small. But if you want to add a bigger one, you must have whatever the most tiniest area. It's going to have Napa Valley. That's going to represent an entire area. That's going to connect through American Canyon, Sacramento, Fairfield. In each cities that are going to be around here, and the capital of Napa Valley is going to be Sacramento. And Silicon Valley will be a part of the area, and the capital is going to be San Francisco. So first state that it's going to represent is going to be Napa Valley. Second, it's going to be the Silicon Valley. Third one is going to be San Andreas. Should be around in the area. So I'm not sure that's going to be part of Los Angeles or San Diego. I'm not sure, because that's a legal type of to think about that stuff. But I wish I could name it San Andreas. I could have did it Grand Theft Auto, but I don't want to go there. But that's going to be the middle state of California right there. Fourth one is going to be Los Californios, where you used to be represent all the years that's happened before what like California used to be named back in the 1800s, since it used to be Alta California, Las Californias. But the most ancient years when it used to become a country, they have to deal with it because they have to represent as a fourth state there. Fifth state, I believe it's going to be the Baja California. So in the sur, it's going to be the sixth one. But the fifth one for the capital is going to be the Tijuana, but I'm not sure about the sixth one because I have been to Baja California del Sur before, but it's a nice place, but where all those beaches they just come from, but it's a little dangerous to see those areas that was been impact from Mexico, but they just want to succeed from Union from Mexico because they want to connect it together with California so they can add more states, so they can add more like dangerous people that are going to be around here in California, because there will be like third world country that's going to be happening. We know Californians are totally poor. Because we know New California Republic would be the home of the Chicanos and Hispanicos. Or Latinos too. Because we're Californians. I don't care what the way we are. And that's where we'll have to be like this, just to represent it. In the 7th state, right above next to Reading or something like that, hopefully they're gonna take maybe like I'm not sure. Well, they don't know like Jefferson's gonna be expected to be happen, but I would say that I'm not sure what's gonna name for this, but I'm gonna say whatever that's gonna have to represent that state would be the 7th, would be the last one, next to Napa Valley. I'm sure it's gonna be the Eureka. So Eureka would be a state, maybe. Would be part of representative as well too. So, and the rest of the Native American tribes in the area and out in East California is going to be represent the Native Nations area, where they represents the Cherokee area. So you don't have to worry about that stuff. So it's going to be a perfect place to catch. But Los Californios at the capital, it's going to be Los Angeles. San Diego, that's a little close one. So San Andreas, not sure, but I'm going to say maybe like Berkeley or San Jose or Salinas, or I don't know. I haven't been to the Central California before, but it seems a little interesting to see that's going to expose for our country. So, but there's something we need to talk about for later. But we don't know how that's going to feel, where that's going to prepare for the California to end up as a totally a desert. You know why? Because it's where all those people, they end up living in their tribes there. You know, like Californians and Indians will end up particles be around here in California. So I don't mind what I say, so it's gonna be look cool. So don't miss that. So should be nice. Okay, well that's enough for subjection news. So it's been on like a long short distance hour. So I'm gonna show you something better. Okay, there's a next word I'm going to tell you. It's called the Mexican word of the day. Well, you don't get El Cucuy is because it's like a shape of a heart. It's like a person that can give you like that can reach you on the hand, that can touch you on your arms, your legs. It's so scary. But in English means boogeyman, but it's one of the Californians' total nightmare. So you better pray every day about the Gloria Santa Maria or whatever what the words of the Bible that's going to say. It says in Mateo. So, but it's okay you use a curse way that you can say that. Say about like baby Jesus, get out of the nest, something like that. Whatever. Just pray every day. You need to have to like consolate to yourself to become in the better way to bring the lights up for Jesus Christ and your heart. So you don't have to get dark around here and just scream the Baile del Cucuy and start crying. You know what I mean? Because the Cucuy can kiss you in the mouth. And that could be extremely gross. It would go like something that's going to be to scare you. I know that's a big fear. And I understand when that's going to happen. So, to me, I want you to be careful about that stuff. So hope you guys like to enjoy this new episode. But, well, I'm not sure we're going to have to keep this. But this might be a good thing. We have to enjoy all of those. A few fans will be around on Facebook. So, I don't mind if you guys want to watch this episode. Because I know it's a little boring or something like that, but we'll get notified later, see if you can, but just watch them all day, so I don't care what the hell. So this is Odyssey, keep it Odyssey, keep it real. Well, thanks for watching this new episode of the Odyssey Show.